Namaste everyone. My name is Neha Verma and I am Assistant Professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering, Medicare University, Indore. And today we are going to deliver a small presentation on Power Electronics Laboratory with a new concept. So let's start with our presentation. So basically, the traditional power electronics laboratory of different engineering institute has been based on the ready-made experimental setup boards. These setup boards have three important blocks. These are power circuit, interface circuit, and control circuit. This is how a traditional power electronics experimental setup board looks like. So the first module of this traditional kit is the power circuit, which consisting of various static switches. They are arranged in a typical converter configuration. The learner gets pre-wired power circuit to conduct the experiment. The pre-wiring of power circuit is aimed at avoiding hazardous mistake that might be committed by the learner. The second module of this conventional experimental kit is the interface circuit. So basically, an interface circuit consisting of electromagnetic isolators and amplifiers or optoelectronic isolators and amplifiers and charge pumps. These interface circuits are usually hidden and a little is disclosed in instruction manuals and even in textbooks. This leaves the learner nearly blank about this important aspect of the subject. The third module, that is the control circuit, it may consist of unipolar junction transistor, power unipolar transistor, bipolar junction transistor, operational amplifiers, discrete logic circuits, and programmable device. Some setup boards even have dedicated hybrid ICs. Again, a little is talked about this very important aspect of power electronics in instruction manuals and even in the textbook. So the graduating student find themselves clueless about the design of the control circuit. Power scopes are required in power electronics laboratories which have differential inputs. This is in view problems arising due to common references of standard CROs amongst both the inputs, that too connected to chassis. This, if not taken care, often leads to major damage to the equipment, supply, cause fire, and even harm to the operating personnel. This usually leads to abandoning of experimental setup boards. Proper safety guidelines are not available to avoid these circumstances. So the new power electronics laboratory addresses the above mentioned issues. It works on reduced supply of 24 volt, that too electrically isolated. The short circuit current are further limited by using high leakage reactance transformer. The learner has to assemble his or her power circuit using static switch modules as shown in the figure. These enables him or her to learn the power circuit configuration in a better manner. The interface module, these are made separately, thus their functioning is visible to the learner very clearly. Two types interface circuit are offered at present. The first one is the pulse transformer based pulse isolation cum amplifiers. These are particularly useful for isolating and amplifying short duration pulses commonly encountered in thyristor circuits. The second type of isolating module is optical isolator based isolator and amplifiers. These are particularly useful while we are dealing with long duration pulses that are commonly encountered in power MOSFETs and IGBTs. The control signal are being generating using Arduino. The important advantage of using Arduino for control signal generation is the learner gets exposed to embedded C unknowingly. The high performance microcontroller available on Arduino platform exposes the learner to various problem solving approaches, and they can observe the outcome instructions on measuring instruments live. This approach allows very complex experiments to be implemented as efficient complex computation and control algorithm can be implemented. This laboratory allows opening a new window to learner for working on IoT application of power electronics. Since everything has been made in the laboratory with out-of-shelf components, it's make it easy to maintain the laboratory and make sure that the setups are available all the time for learning. So this is our final microcontroller based power electronics laboratory setup, which consists of all the three modules: control circuit, interface circuit and power circuit open to the learner. So this is about the brief introduction of the new concept of microcontroller based power electronics laboratory. Any suggestion and queries are welcomed. Thank you so much.